Hi guys! So today I've decided that I'm going to try a really easy, fun look. It's a gray smoky eye, so it's great for summer and it's really versatile. It's a look that wasn't really inspired by anything, I think, except for the fact that I've been wearing a lot of gray lately, and I think that it's just a nice alternative to a black smoky eye. It's sophisticated and not too overdone and can transcend really easily from day to night. So I am going to get started on that. First, I am just going to pop a little bit of my MAC Matchmaster foundation with SPF 15, and this is in 1.5 on the back of my hand. I'm just going to apply that with a Bobbi Brown foundation brush. Just working my way out from the center of the face. Trying a new thing here where I mounted my computer and I'm looking into a mirror that's below it, so if I'm looking down, I'm not ignoring you. It's just the mirror, where I can get a better idea of what I'm doing for some of the more detailed parts of the look. So just applying that everywhere, kind of patting it into the skin. You don't want to stress the skin out too much and really blend very hard. So I find that by using one foundation brush to just sort of apply it everywhere, as I'm doing, works quite well. And then I actually take a buffing brush, or actually this is a stippling brush, it's a MAC 188 stippling brush, and in circular motions I just gently blend that into the skin. Right, so now that we've done our foundation, we'll just let that set for a second. Brows, just applying Anastasia Brow Wiz pencil in medium ash, just gently through my brows. This isn't a huge brow look, but just want to make sure that they're well defined. And to finish, a little bit of clear brow gel, also by Anastasia. Just to brush all the brows up and away, so they're all in the same direction. On the eyes, I am using this MAC Professional Duo. This is Brûlée and this is Copperplate. So just using a 217 MAC brush, blending brush, to just apply this all over the lid. Now, if you wanted to, you could of course use some kind of primer on your eyes, especially if perhaps you're using this as a night look. I find that sometimes primers make my makeup crease a little bit, but if it's a really dramatic look, then I will tend to wear one. Then I am going to take my Sephora Professional All Over Shadow Brush. Looks like that. This is a number 22. And just applying the copperplate all over the lid, up until the crease. So you just kind of push that on. And then I am just going to wing it out ever so slightly in the outer corner with just a rough little wing, and then we'll blend that out with the blending brush. So going back in again with the 217 and just gently blending. There. Now, like I said, for day looks, if you wanted to just leave it here, you could totally just leave it here. Maybe do a quick eyeliner, which I'll do later in this tutorial, and then some mascara, and you'd be good to go. However, because I am using it for a night look, I thought that it might be nice to add a little bit of shimmer. So I am using, I apologize guys, I know that this broke, but I am using a NARS palette. This is the Kalahari palette, and I'm actually going to use this non-broken shade right here. So to do that, I am going to go into the Kalahari with a Sephora 23 brush, an all-over shadow brush that is small. You can see that. And then just press it into the corner of the eye. kind of coming in like the bottom half of a V. And then taking it up through the crease and to the brow bone, really. Lastly, I am going to take a bit of this matte, almost black, it's like a charcoal color, right here, and just apply that to the very corners of the eye. So just a tiny little bit in a very small C shape, right here. And then I'm just taking a smaller blending brush. This is a MAC 219. Blend that out. Right, now I'm just going to take a small bit of the Kalahari again with this smudge brush and just run that along the bottom lashes. Alright, onto liner. Liner, I am using this Bobbi Brown gel ink liner, and this is in black ink. And to apply that, I am using a Sephora Professional 23 brush, which is an angled eyeliner brush, which I find really helps me to get a nice clean line going across as opposed to just using a flat angled brush. I'm going to add a little flick up, not too dramatic. And then I am just going to take an angled brush, any little angled brush will do, and I'm going to just blend that out so it's not such a harsh line, and it really lends itself well to the smoky gray effect. I'm going to apply using a very thin angled brush. This is again by Sephora, Sephora Professional. It's number 15. It's an angled liner brush. Similar to what some of you might use on the top, I only ever use it on the bottom because I just prefer the angled smaller shadow brush for a liner on the top. But I'm just going to take a very small amount of this and apply it really closely to the lash line underneath my eye. And then again, I am just going to use a thicker angled brush. This is a bit thicker than the one I just used to apply, and blend that. On the inner corners of the eye, I'm just going to pop a little bit of shimmer, again from the Sephora palette. This time, rather than using the charcoal color, which we used on the outer corners of the eye, I'm going to opt for a lighter color. I think I'm just going to use this middle one. It's got really nice tones in it, some grays, but a little bit of purple as well. So just pop that on the inner corner of the eye. And it'll just open you up a little bit. For mascara, I am applying Too Faced Better Than False Lashes. I think I've used this before in one of my other tutorials. It's a two-step mascara where you apply a coat of this and then a coat of the nylon lash extensions, and then apply a second coat of this, and really does give you the effect of quite longer lashes. Like that, and then while it's still wet, you don't want to wait too long, you're going to apply the second step, which is this white one smaller, and you can see that it's not actually even mascara, it's literally these little like nylon hairs. And I just pop them on the tops of the lashes. And then you go back over it with a second coat of the number 1 gold mascara. Really does extend your lashes quite a bit. Alright, onto concealer. I am using this Pam Concealer Lip Cheek Palette and just going in there with this peachy concealer, which is a really nice undertone for your under eyes, especially if your under eyes get a little bit blue or gray. Peach is a great color to counteract that. And anywhere else that might need concealing, in my case, definitely around my nose. So around the nose where I've been really red because I've been sick. And any other blemishes. And then I'm just taking a loose blending brush and blending all this out. Alright, now on the cheeks I am going to be using a bit of bronzer. I am using my Mercier Bonne Mine palette. And I'm just going to go in with this bronzer right here, which is a cream bronzer, and using a kabuki brush, I am going to buff that into the skin. I'm also going to go in with my Bobbi Brown powder bronzer and just kind of touch all the high points of the face. So forehead, nose, cheeks, chin. Make sure that's really well blended. For blush, I'm going back to the Mercier palette and using a blush brush, an angled blush brush. I'm going to go into this lighter color here, which is a really pretty rose color. And just apply that on the apples of my cheeks. Then lastly, for the face, I'm using NARS Orgasm. This is an awesome illuminator. It's liquid, so you really got to shake it before you use it, but it's really great and gives an awesome, just really healthy glow all over the face. So I'm just going to use a tiny bit of this as a highlighter on my nose. Feels amazing too. It's really creamy and smooth and hydrating. And on the tops of my cheekbones. And then just using that buffing brush, I'm just going to slowly buff that in. On the lips, I am going to be applying this MAC pencil in What Comes Naturally. It's a really pretty natural nude color, but it does have a little bit of pink in it. And just going to fill in the lips with that. And then go over it with this pinky color in the lip cheek palette and just gently dab some of that on. And a very pretty summery pinky peach color at the end of the day. And finally for gloss, I am applying Stila lip glaze, and this is in the color Maraca. It doesn't have any shimmer in it, which I like. We're pretty much done, guys, but on the inside of the eye I've decided I wanted to add a little bit of pencil, so I'm using this Kohl Bobbi Brown liner. It's a creamy eye pencil and it is in color charcoal. So I'm just applying that directly into the waterline. So anyway, that's the finished look. It's really subtle. I really like the end result. I think that it's great for a night out, especially if you're going to dress it up a little bit with some liner, top and bottom, and some big mascara. But again, if you just wanted to wear this look for day to work or school or anything, it would be a really versatile, easy option. Gray goes with a lot of different eye colors and skin tones. You can wear pretty much anything with it, so I would go ahead and say that this is a really great option for day or night. I hope you guys like it. And yeah, everyone have a great night. Bye-bye.